Oh, here's another issue. I have no audio. Oh, this is great. Hold on. Do I have no... Oh my god. Is everything going wrong? There we go. I think now we are sorted. Fingers crossed. I'm just gonna do a quick audio check. I'm not seeing the stream. Oh. I think I just want to actually see it so I know. Yes, we are, after some technical issues, we are finally in. Apologies for that. Last minute I figured out I had to stream and then I had some issues on my end, but welcome back to PSGL F5. Tonight it is just myself, Rando, and tonight Jacob unfortunately not here tonight. Fortunately we have got a stream. Took a while, but we are here. That's all that matters. So tonight we're in the business end of the championship. I was just gonna see if my... Yep, and I've got audio. And you can hear me now. So tonight it's crunch time of the championship. Last couple races to go. And I think we're in a bit of a lull right now. Actually, Maliapi's on a lap. Slightly down, so he might actually be on an in lap. So I'm gonna tell while we're on this bit of a lull period. The championship, it's game tight. So Hazara does lead the championship after his win last week by a point to Caillou. Gridlick is then 10 points off. He's 11 points off, sorry, in third on 49. And then Rara is on 46, who is 14 points off the lead. Then you have the likes of Damon and Coolman and Roddy, who are a bit out of it. They can't take the lead tonight, but they can definitely reaffirm their status in championship contention tonight if results go the way which Coolman definitely needs after some torrid weekends. His way, Maliapis is done. We're coming to the closing end anyway. So right now Giovanni is on pole. He's had some really strong qualifyings as of recently. He's hoping to keep up that pace. Larpa, the new guy, he had a strong debut weekend. He's P2. Rara, he had a shocking qualifying last week. Qualified last, but he's P3 right now. Malip's in strong position. Frankish is up in the top 5. That'll be decent for him. He's very mixed when it comes to qualifying. Grillick, P6 strong. Damien is in a better position than he has been recently when it comes to qualifying. Qualifying has been his Achilles heel as of recently. Fraser 8th. Championship leader Hazara is 9th. He tends to be around top 5. Coleman 10th. Caillou 11th. Smalley Balls we have the return of in 12th. Roddy 13th. Astro Reserve 14th. Kyle Scarra 15th. Nikitu 16th. And apparently, from what I've heard, Andrero crashed on his outlap. That's unfortunate. But right now, Giovanni, he's going to be the first to do his lap. Coming now through this absolutely epic first sector. But we're joining a bit too late now. But he's slightly down this time now. But through this turn 10 hairpin. Hello, Claire Baker. You join us at the end of this qualifying session. Giovanni looking to state his claim for this pole position. Is the second pole of the season, will be his 4th top win in a row, I believe, in qualifying if he can stay in this position. He's got over a 10th to his name at the moment. He's looking the best. Comes now to this 21-23 complex, and he's skated 10 for the second sector. Oh, rides the curve a lot there, but keeps it planted. This is the lap to try and make him uncatchable. Rara has lost it. Rara's P3 at best. He's lost it through 14, but we're now on Giovanni, the man who is on pole as things stand. He's looking to extend it. Coming to the line, he's 26-0. Larpa now. He's a bit back. Who's going to be next? Frankish has gone purple through the first sector. We've got a McLaren around. So that's not going to be out. We're going to focus on Frankish right now. Frankish has gone purple through the first sector. What can Frankish do? Like to hear that, Claire Baker. But Frankish right now opens the second DRS zone. No one's really improving. Coming to the line now. Coleman 7th at best. Frankish he needs another 10th through the final sector to take pole off Giovanni. Frankish, who has won in Qatar, qualified second there. He's looking to take his first pole of the season. Grillick's taking pole out of nowhere. Smalley Balls is out. Frankish coming to the line. P6 has things stands, but he can take this pole position to the line. He does! 25.8, but Larpa, a bit of a weird slapper for 27. That could cost him. Damien P4. Larpa coming to the line. Does it improve enough? Caillou was the driver who spun. It was Caillou who spun. We couldn't figure out who it was, but it was Caillou who spun. Frankish is taking pole position. Frankish is on pole position. Grillick, he's 11 points behind in the championship. But with Hazara and Caillou 10th and 12th, this is optimal for Grillick. Giovanni keeps up his impressive qualifying run as of recent with P3. Damon, his best qualifying in ages, looking to put himself back in the championship fight. And he's done one step tonight with that qualifying. His qualifying has been his kryptonite as of recently, but he's made amends to that P4. He needs to convert it though. Has been the issue. We've only had one pole conversion this season, and it was Gridlick. But Frankish will lead us away in Jeddah. Gridlick will accompany him on the front row. Giovanni, it's an all Dutch second row. Giovanni heading Damien. Larpa P5. Rara crashed on his final lap. A question of what if, but he won from P6 in Suzuka. Do not forget that. Maliapi's P7, Coleman P8, Fraser 9th, the championship leader Hazara in 10th. That is, he's not the best in qualifying, but he tends to be up there. But his race pace is something to watch. Roddy 11th, Caillou 12th. That's probably his worst qualifying this season, if I'm not mistaken. Smalley Balls and Astro 13th and 14th, and I like Kitu and Andrero, and there's another driver I cannot remember, unfortunately. But that is that for qualifying. We got a bit of it. We got the crunch time. We got the end of it. We got most of the pole lap anyway, set by Frankish. Frankish does have a win to his name. That was a pole. Can he convert this? Can he be the second driver to convert their pole position? As actually, I am incorrect. We don't have a pole conversion this season. Grillick, I forgot. He finished second last week with Cesar, so no one's converted a pole yet. Pole has tended to not result in good race results. So yeah, only 3 podiums from Poland. No wins yet. It tends. Can Frankish end that streak? Frankish actually has not even scored since his win in Qatar. It's only 2 points finishes this season, so he's in prime position to get some good points tonight anyway. Yeah, I'm keeping my eye on Rara definitely tonight. He won from 6th in Suzuka, so because it's equal cars, Claire. But here we go. No formation lap again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lights are out. Well, Grillick has a good start. Grillick, will he be trying down the inside potentially? No, Frankie's just the best second run. Giovanni might be looking around the outside of the Mercedes, but we're still going to be hunting for it. But we're all good through turn 1 by the looks of things. Dame is ahead of Giovanni. And we have Rara looking at Larpa. He's going to go down the inside into turn 4. He just goes a bit off the track though. That's not going to do him any good, but it's all clean through the first couple corners. We have everyone still in it. Tire-wise, there's a lot of parts. Frankie's looking to breeze out the water early on. Gridlick's almost a second down already. Giovanno's wants to get back into P3. Damon's doing what he needs to stay in this championship fight. Maliapis is looking at the Aston Martin of Larpa. Fraser and Coleman looking close. Coleman needs to be careful, though he's not had any luck. He's been spun out the past few races, but Fraser's gonna go brazing by him potentially. But Coleman seems to have the faster car on the straight. Coleman definitely looks to have a fast car on the straight, as he definitely was side by side with Fraser only a second ago. It's surprisingly clean for this first lap, so I think potentially here comes Giovanni. He wants that P3 back from Damien. He's going to go try around the outside. He's going to break late. It's very difficult to get past 27 as Damien breaks late to just keep that position. Maliapis now, he's going to be looking at Rara. Get that P5 off him. He's on the sauce. He needs to make use of these quickly, like Frankicius. Oh jeez, the pull at the same time. It's almost into each other. Rara's looking at Giovanni. There's a bit of contact though. Bit of contact from both ends for Rara. Hasn't spun though. I think Maliapis may have saved him from the spin there potentially. He looked like he was going, and Maliapis hit him right ways again. But once again, it's all clean, but oh jeez, almost 2 seconds of Frankish. He's getting used to those softs quickly. Only 3 on the softs. Frankish, Maliapis and Roddy opting for the aggressive star. Then it's pretty evenly split. I think more on the hards than the mediums. It's going to be interesting, as you suspect early safety cars here, but it's looking all clean here. Especially when there's no J. Cole in conference. That tends to mean there's a lot of safety cars. Oh jeez, did Lopper hit the wall there? Jesus, moves going on potentially. No, waiting for that DRS. So Frankie's race, he needs fine to start happening. Trinker like in Damien, so he can pull a bigger gap. But I think Damien's more focused on his wing mirrors than is in front, as Giovanni is hustling. Fraser had a half wink of a dive there. Smalley balls and Roddy going out for 11. I think Hazara's gone into the wall there. I think Hazara made contact with the wall briefly. Fraser and Larp out for P7. Good racing, good racing. Yeah, good racing there. But Larper's not going to let this go. He's going to try to go around the outside turn 4. But Fraser has that position. He's parked the car in a position where so Fraser can't get by him. But Larper's not going to let him get away easily. 2 seconds. Maliap, Rara's made a mistake for Rara as he's losing multiple positions here. He's dropped down to P8 from P5 and he might lose out to Coleman. 2 who fall with the championship battles. Coleman comes down the inside. Turn 10, who's going to have the traction on the exit here? This could be dangerous, but Rara seems to keep that P8 from Coleman. Oh, Coleman into the back of Rara! It's usually the other way around. Coleman tends to be this one's bump, but tonight he is a spinner. Coleman has spun Rara. And you have to say, it's been a copy of what tends to happen at Coleman, so you can only say one thing there, unfortunately. Smiley Balls gets ahead of Hazara, and Hazara is no longer in the points. This is exactly what Grillick needs. Hazara and Caillou are not in the points. Grillick is in championship leader position right now, but right now Damien might be looking to take that P2 off him, and does. No DRS for the Mercedes, so an easy move for the Aston Martins. And Abbey's goes really deep there for turn 1. But look at that gap already at the front for Frankish. He is taken off. But it is Jeddah. It could easily get packed up out of nowhere. It's surprising we have had no incidents early on. Surprising we can't get good camera angles here also. But well, we just have to make do. But Fraser's flirting with the DRS. It looks like he's going to be dropped out of it shortly, and we will have 2 trains here. 3 trains actually is for the back, but for the point paying positions. It looks like we're getting the split between the front runners and the lower end of the points. It's Graylick. Is there going to be some DRS games played here by Graylick and Damien? Giovanni Maliapi's also has to be careful for it. But no, Graylick's not playing any games. He wants that P2. No games. Oh, there's contact. Damien, surprised Damien has not gone around there. But right now, we're going to see what happened a lot in real life in 2022. As I believe, right as we need to get a tunnel. I'm entry up as right now. Oh, the round goes Graylick. Graylick is out of the race. Damien gets a 5-second penalty. And the safety car is out. Oh, Jesus, Lakitu hits the wall in pit entry. Jesus Christ, it's kicked off. Two championship contenders have gone into each other on the straight in Jeddah. Where has that happened before? It's a 5-second penalty for Damien. If he pits, he's going to drop down significantly. He probably will pit. He's probably got damage from that. Only caught the end of it. So he might have gone away with it because it was square on the contact, but there's going to be talks about what has happened there. We're at the end of the season. Graylick, he was in position to take the lead of the championship. He just needed to finish in the podium as things were running, and he would be leading this championship going into the final 3 rounds. Right now, he's just going to be sitting, and he just has to sit and see what happens for the championship contenders for Hazara and Caillou. They are 10th and 11th as things stand. So still, like, favourable outcome on that way, but it's a case of what if. It's been a case of what if for everyone this season. Caillou and Hazara, though, have been consistent. They know how to make it up as Frankish obviously goes into the pits. Damien's going to come in, so Maliapi's coming in to pass. Larpa's going to lead this race right now. No, actually Giovanni's going to lead this race. I'm surprised they haven't come in though, because they would get ahead of Damien due to this 5 seconds. We're just going to see how much Damien's going to lose right now due to the 5 seconds. So staying out is Giovanni, Larpa, Caillou has stayed out. Astro and Andreas. Oh, Damien has to change the wing. He did get damage from his contact with Graylick. He's gone for the softs. He will be pitting again. Mediums, you're questioning the medium runners. Can they go to the end? So likes of Frankish, Hazara, Lakitu and Rara. Can they make it to the end of the race? Lakitu's pitted again. It's gonna notice that means that it's going to be a struggle to get to the end on those medium tires, but we have 5 drivers not pitting now. Strategies are split. Fraser is the leader on the hards. They can go to the end definitely. You're good. Frankish will be struggling. We've seen he has the pace, but that was on soft against hard. What is his pace on the mediums going to be like, especially when he's got traffic in front of him? Andrero, he can race, especially when he's in the front. We've seen him anytime he's in the front end. He knows how to race. It's racy early on. Just wait now. Oh, and we just got confirmation. Graylick's wheel disconnected. That's what happened. So, the second time in a few races a Mercedes driver has had issues with the setup. We had Roddy have a throttle failure in Austria, which put him in the wall, and Graylick has had a wheel disconnection, which has put him out of the race and out of position to lead the championship right now. Caillou is up to third. His traditional place is this. Some issues at the back. Oh, more pitting. Spling damage potentially for Ruddy and Smalley balls, or are they trying something else? No, wing damage. There's been contact behind the safety car by the looks of things. Lakeith just gets 5 seconds. I don't think he's going to have another chance of piss. That's very slow action. Coleman's actually in a really good position. Coleman, he is, after the look he has had, he more than needs a good result, especially to reignite his championship charge. You have to think back to Austria. He was leading the championship going in, and he was in a position to open up a 10+ lead, and then an issue while pitting. Contact while he was pitting put him into the wall, and ever since then he has been 3 races in a row. He has been spun out by a championship contender, and tonight he has spun out Rara. So there'll be questions in the stewards room over that. I don't think there'll be questions over Grillick and Damien though, since Grillick has stated it was a wheel disconnect. It's just one of those things, unfortunately. But it's brought out the safety car. It has put Frankish from having a 4-second lead to being in P6 and needed to do some management when it starts to go to the end. He's got 5 cars to overtake. You got the likes of Fraser, Coleman behind. Fraser, who he's had chances to have good results, but they haven't come his way. Coleman, who has in the last few races being just squandered, he's finally back in a position to win. He's sure not going to score this as safety car in this lap. Giovanni, not the first time he's done a safety car restart. I believe he did 1 or 2 in Japan. Larpa though, in his 2nd race, could be looking at the win. He did have a strong showing. But Caillou, he's yet to win. He's 1 point behind Hazara in the championship. He needs to pit again. But here in Jeddah, you can only assume this will not be the last time we see the safety car. But for now, we wait for Giovanni to put his foot down. He does not want to give any slipstream. He's gone. He's timed it brilliantly. But still, that slipstream will come to benefit. Caillou's going to be looking for P2. As he did not get caught out, but unfortunately he had to wait for the line, so he has to back out. Some overtake in the background. Fraser down the inside. He's looking for moves early on. He's already up to P5. Gets Andrero. Frankish has lost a position to Fraser, but he's looking to get that from Andrero, but he's behind Fraser. Fraser, the leader of those who have pitted. Coleman's lost out to Maliapis. Damien's made up a couple positions. All clean this restart though. By looks things as here comes Maliapis. Now this one is not clean anymore. Andreo's been spun. How he's not hit the wall, I don't know. But Maliapis went for a very advantageous move in Sector 1. It didn't pay off. But here comes Coleman. He's got 2 moves through the hairpin on Maliapis and Max Power. Does Maliapis have damage from his contract with Andrero? Yet to be seen, but there's now been a gap formed as Frank Fraser is looking at Astro. Astro, the Irishman. The Irishman here tonight outside the commentary box. We've got the front 6, but Fraser, he's looking for that move. But Astro's looking for the move on Caillou, and he's going to get that move. But here comes Fraser down the inside, gets both of them up to the podium now, as Frankie's going to just follow through. Has a lasso tied behind that Haas, and is just passing everyone. Fraser does. Caillou and Astro are not going to go wheel to wheel, especially going to be 4 wide potentially, but Fraser's going to have the inside line. Frankie's breaks late. Bit of wheel banging there. Bit aggressive there as Fraser's probably going to lose out to Caillou though, but he doesn't. But Frankie's just up to P3. But crucially, he's ahead of Fraser. And Duro has retired in the pit, but here comes Frankie's through Larpa through Sector 1, off the track goes Giovanni. Frankie's going to retake the lead of this race, surely now into the hairpin. Giovanni's got no momentum now, down the inside goes the Ferrari. The Ferrari is prancing through the field right now. he is saying that pace was genuine, and his racecraft is stellar, and he's probably gonna breeze down as Fraser's looking for an aggressive move through Larpa. Down, he's like he's gonna be through 21, 22. Surely he backs out with things better open, and he does. As Damien's appeared in P5, he was in P10 only half a lap ago, but here goes Fraser now. He's surely gonna get the move done now. As will Team Wars play at Aston Martin? It's not his actual teammate for Damien, but championship. What is this? No! Again, Damien almost in the back of someone. Yellow flag. Carl Scarrett's had a moment through the straight, but Damien now is looking to seize the moment. As Larpa, I think he is playing the team game, the sub-team game here. He is letting Damien keep that P4. Smalley Balls in the pits has retired, but we're still going here. Frankie just opened up a second lead now on Giovanni, which is going to hurt him as Fraser and Damien are looking hungry right now. Frankie has 8 and he is energized, and he is just going to go down to the end. Of course, we have to worry about those tires though. Will those tires go to the end as Giovanni almost deuces there off the hairpin, possibly graze the wall there. That's not going to do his tires any well. But it's going to hurt his pace a lot now, as will Fraser be looking for the move now. As first DRS, so will Damien be looking to give the hurry up to the Haas driver? Fraser though, he's smart. He's not going to go for the risky move. He's going to go for the safer move down this back straight. Giovanni's going to park it though. He's not going to make this move easy. This could be free wide though. Fraser, he's going to easily make this move. Where's Damien going to go? Damien's looking for a way he can put the car. He's going to try round the outside turn. He's surely got this. He's got the traction, he's got the place, and he might get P2 right now. There's no TRS on the Haas, but he looks very fast in the straight line. Who looks fast in the straight line? It's actually Giovanni. He's looking to regain that. P3 almost at the back of Fraser. He's missed the corner completely. He's got a 3-second time penalty. He may have to get that position to Larpa. Larpa, he's thinking of getting the move, but no, Giovanni's going to keep the place. But that 3 second, I think that was instant. I don't see how he's going to get rid of that, as he cut the corner completely there. Sector 1 safety cars out. We've lost Lakitu. It all stops again. We breathe again. P2 lost it in turn 4. He's actually lost it off the corner. That's what Perez did in 2021. But we breathe. I suspect Damien will be coming in. Frankie should come in. These are the questions now. You're expecting Giovanni or Larpa Caillou coming. Caillou. Spain now has not benefited him. He's behind Rara. And he's only just ahead of Hazara. So I think Hazara will keep the championship lead on wins as things stand, but Caillou's gonna have to pin. He'll be at the back of the grid behind Hazara. But the tire question is now coming into the minds of the likes of Frankish. He's got blue race, he's coming in. Frankish does not believe those means will go to the end. Fraser stays out. Damien Respect will come in. Giovanni obviously comes in. Larpa, he's gonna get caught behind his teammate. Double stack at Aston Martin, double stacking at Red Bull. Ferrari's in, Caillou is in, Ruddy is in, Max Power is in. Carl Scarrett, I suspect, will be coming in. So only 2 will be staying now. Hazara and Fraser, Maliapis and Astro pitted recently, so Ferrari gets ahead of Larpa in that pit sequence. Hazara, championship leader, he's risking it. It's a questionable risk. Frankish on the hards. I think those means definitely will get to the end now, but it's a question of will we be having any more safety car interventions? In Jeddah, half the time it only seems like an inevitability. but we breathe. 12 laps in, safety car number 2. And we've only had one track limit penalty, and that was for Giovanni. That was an instant free, I believe, but maybe a deserved instant free for Giovanni. Frankish, though, once again puts himself in a decent position, but he's now going to be tested on how good his pace is on the harder compound tyre, the slow compound tyre. He has been the absolute, star of the fuel swing stand. The question after the last safety car was, can he get through the traffic? And he just went through. He just considered everyone a chicane. He breezed past everyone. So gonna do it again, but he'll have Damien and Giovanni Rara on the medium tyres right behind him. He'll have Hazara, who's looking to maintain his championship lead. Hazara, he has good racecraft. Fraser also, he's someone you need to watch out for with his racecraft, especially with this opportunity. He has been in the opportunity to get great results multiple times, and it just has not worked out for him. Will tonight be the night he finally gets a result he's more than deserved? I'm hoping this lap we will be saying goodbye to Bernd Mailander for now. Anyway. Four drivers are out as swing stand. Grilic with a wheel disconnection. She brought out the first safety car. And Torero and Smalley Balls retired in the pits. And Lakidu's turn 3 accident, which we didn't see, which is the reason we are behind safety car number 2. 14 runners left. Only one penalty as swing stand. In Jeddah, that is actually impressive. So wait now, suspecting to see a message appear in the top of the screen very soon. Usually piss about now. Don't see a reason why why we won't be racing, as there we go. Safety car in this lap. Unbound territory for the Haas driver of Fraser. He is the de facto safety car. He decides when we go. Sarah has been in this position a good few times, being second place car of the restart. What's he thinking of now? Is he thinking of race win or championship? Will the championship be based on taking the win though? There's a lot of things to think of here when you're in the position Hazara is. For Fraser, is bragging rights. As he's gone early, he's gone off the final corner. We go racing again. Few guys pulling out of line already. Damien might be looking at Frankish. Frankish moving along the straight. Well, but Fraser survives the first onslaught. Frankish survives the onslaught of Damien. Rara's got ahead of Larpa there. We're all clean through the start again. Last time I said this, we had a Williams in the wall. Well, here comes Frankish. He's thinking of it, but he casts it back out. That invites Damien on the back of the Ferrari. Damien, will he be thinking of the move down with the hairpin? Doesn't look like it. No one's really thinking of throwing one down the hairpin. Frankish, he needs to put a car behind him and Damien at the moment until those tyres get better. He's surviving for now. Damien really close there. Hazard was a bit deep there off the chicane there. But Damien, oh Jesus, Damien. I think there may be some internet issues. on the Aston Martin, but there's no issues with his race pace at the moment. He's ahead of Frankish up to P3 as we run. Hazara and Fraser, though, they have worn tyres. Hazara, he's getting a slipstream off it. Rara's ahead of Giovanni. Rara is looking at Frankish now round the outside of the final corner. It's a bit of movement there. Frankish looks to maintain it. Rara just grazes the wall there briefly. It's going to be a slipstream fest down, but Rara looks at that P4. Giovanni and Larpa, though, as they might be making us. Frankish goes down the inside, but can't do it. Damien's ahead of Hazara. Rara's ahead of Frankish. Frankish is losing out there. Frankish, the hearts are not working for him. The medias and sauce was stellar for him, but the hearts seem to be weighing him down now as Rara's looking to get ahead of Hazara, his championship contender, the man he needs to outscore at the moment. Hazara knows who he's racing. He's going to be a bit more aggressive there. He goes really deep off the hairpin, and that is just thank you very much for Rara's team. Is up into the lead now. Fraser's going to fight this though. Really difficult place to go wheel to wheel. Will they both come out unscathed? They do, but Fraser's gone a bit deep, but that's just going to let Damien breeze through. But Fraser's going to fight this back. Rara's been brought into this fight for the lead now. Damien goes a bit off the track. Rara's ahead of Damien. This could go awfully wrong or awfully right, but they seem to survive that. Fraser ahead of Rara, ahead of Damien. It's kicking off again. Frankie's just fighting Hazara, but they almost hit each other on the straight. It's all engine power right now. Is anyone going to risk one? Hazara down the inside, looks to keep the position, but that brings Giovanni into this. 3 wide for the lead. Rara, Damien and Fraser. Fraser doesn't seem to have the pace, but he's put himself in the slipstream, which gives him the pace. He's going to go down the inside to keep the lead. Fraser's fighting this with everything he has, but through goes Damien, but a contact. Damien almost around, but has it. Maliapi's in the pits for tyres. Fraser, incredible defense, looks to be coming to an end right now. 10 lap old cars against 4 lap mediums, and it looks to be the end. He almost loses off the turn 10 curb. Rara, he needs to get this move done quickly to keep in the fight with Damien, but Fraser is not letting this go. He doesn't care who he's fighting, but Rara gets the traction down and gets the position, but Fraser is fighting everyone. He would fight Ali at Sphinxstad, but right now he's fighting Frankish, and it looks to be a losing battle here with the DRS as Frankish gets back up into the podium now. But will Fraser try and throw one down the inside into 21, 22? No. But what's it? Straight line speed like they both have DRS. As Larpa, he's looking to get Hazara, championship leader, against newcomer. Hazara is derating down the inside. Hazara keeps the position as Larpa goes deep as down fights Caillou. As Caillou's looking at his championship main contender. These are the top 2 of the championship, going wheel to wheel. 1 point separates them as Caillou's looking to take that 1 point off Hazara, but Roddy almost at the back. Hazara keeps ahead of his main contender, but the likes of Rara and Damien, they need to be considered for it. But right now, Hazara can only focus on Caillou. As Jesus, Frankish goes well off the track there. What's happened to Frankish there? He's come back on in third, but I wonder what's happened there to Frankish as he clearly went off the track there. Roddy and Coleman, two of the chasers in the championship. Roddy and Coleman. Coleman looks at the bar run through the chicane. We have 2 packs. As Caillou pulls out now, he's going to look to get that ahead of Hazara, to get him ahead and give him that 1 point. He needs to be level with Hazara. That's Hazara! Hazara, the championship leader, is spun around. This massive incident. Coleman, Roddy, Max Power, it's all kicked off VSC right now. It all kicked off from Hazara's spin. He's back in the knife. I don't think he got damaged though, so that's going to be lucky for him. Brings him straight back into this, but he's losing the championship lead right now. VSC only for that. Roddy's got 5 seconds speed in the pit lane. Roddy is our 6th retirement of the race. Down to 12 runners. Just need to wait for that it to go green. You do not want to get drive through at this stage of the race. Right now we have 3 fighting for this win. Looks like to be Damien, Rara and Frankish. DRS enabled, everyone's clean through that, and we go racing again. Larper, he's looking at Fraser, and Fraser may be looking at no, Fraser parks it. Fraser has been fighting everyone, and he's been fighting fairly. Nothing wrong with Fraser's fighting. It's been actually incredible to watch how well he's been fighting, but it's futile at times as Larper opens the DRS and will go up to P4. Fraser though, commendable fight now, but right now the lead, the front 3, Damien looking to reinstate his championship charge, Rara looking to put himself in the championship lead, Frankish looking to get his 2nd win of the season, his 1st point score since his win all the way back in Qatar. Damien loose off the final corner, that could invite Rara. Rara is looking to regain the lead of this race. Actually, I think the lead for the first time in this race. The one time Rara has won, that was from P6. He started P6. He's looking to retake the lead, but Damien is braver on the brakes and will keep it. But can Rara go around the outside? Does look like as he has the door shut. Frankish looking now to get P2. But there's no inch given as Larper has joined this fight. Fraser's joined this fight. Everyone's rejoined this fight right now. This 3-way fight has become a 6-way fight. So I think Rara's had a moment. No, Damien's had a moment. Damien's off the track. Rara and Frankish go through. Is Larper going to look to get ahead of his teammate? Don't think so, but it's kicking off in these closing stages as it could be an 8-way battle. Hazara's pitted for the fastest lap, I assume. As things stand, he is losing his championship lead. I don't know if it's to Caillou or Rara, but Caillou will definitely get ahead of him. I'm not sure about Rara's situation. With the win, actually with the win, I think he might take the lead. Maybe just be Caillou, but we need to see when everything is said and done what this championship situation is. Still 6 more laps at the conclusion of this one. No moves for Frankish. Yeah, the longer this goes, we're waiting for the crossover point. Frankish has looked like he's had the best pace tonight, and he's looking to regain this lead. He has 98% Barry. He's going to go down the inside and reclaim the lead, which he probably deserves. That's Rara again. Did Damien make contact with him? He's struggling right now. Caillou's ahead of Fraser. Caillou will retake the championship lead right now. Fastest lap is Maliapi's 29.0. That's the only time I'll look at that now. Is Frankish has a 1 second lead. Giovanni takes the fastest lap, followed by Max Power. No points for Max Power though, because he's not in the top 10. 12 runners left. There is 9 separated by only a couple seconds. Frankish has that 1 second lead now. It's a double Aston Martin podium. Aston Martin, who started the season off winning the first 4 races, but we've not seen Jean for a while, unfortunately. Jean, who looked to be running away the championship, went on holidays, been on holidays for a while, and it's led to us having a very entertaining championship battle, which Caillou, as things stand, will be regaining that lead after the incident. It was only the start of this lap. Rara had that incident. Was it traction? Was it contact? We'll see. Damien derailing though, that's going to hurt him. He's trying to get back in that 1 second of Frankish, but he doesn't have it. He does not have it, and this could just let Frankish run away with it. Still a lot can happen. Fraser is looking to dive down the inside of Caillou. Caillou, is he going to be thinking of championship? No, he's thinking of track position. Fraser, he might have this P4. He's going to have the inside line. He's going to have P4. Rara now, he's looking at Caillou. Rara, who only a lap ago was thinking of winning this and taking the championship lead, needs to now think of, damage limitation on Caillou. He needs to get ahead of him. Pulls out from behind. Rara is going to go round the outside, but Caillou might have the traction. Who's bare on the traction? Caillou keeps it. But will Rara go for something bold? He might have to. We're coming to the closing end of the championship, let alone this race. It's to this point where you have to be bold. You have to take the risk if you want to call yourself champion. You see, the man who came into this with the championship lead in P9, you need to take the risk. It's Rara. Is he going to look for? He's going to go round the inside, both with DRS, but Caillou is derating. That's going to let Rara have that bit more energy. There's still going to be wheel to wheel through turn 27, but Rara gets the position. As teammate on teammate, Larpa, team orders no more at Aston Martin. Larpa moves up to P2. Could be again Rara and Caillou still fighting for it. Caillou down the inside. Is there contact? No. Rara's going to keep the P5. Kyle Scott's surely going to let his teammates stay ahead. Frankish has been flirting with that DRS, but he is maintaining himself out of it. All he needs to do. Astro 3-second time penalty. Won't drop him any positions though, so P looks to be his. But Larpa's in with 1 second. He's hit the wall, I think. I think he has, especially he's dropping time, so I think he has hit the wall at the exit of the hairpin. So no DRS this time for the Aston Martin driver. Caillou needs to go down the inside. I think still he'll take the lead of the championship right now, but he wants to get ahead of Rara, just to have better positions on him. Damon's having some support in the chat. He needs to get ahead of his teammate though. This looks to be Frankish's race, but Damien wants that P2 from his teammate. Takes it, but once again, Rara and Caillou, they're pulling out, look at each other, they're filling the wing mirrors with each other for P5, but the points you get for P5, P6 could be the difference when it's all said and done. With everything that has happened this season, it could come down to a point, it could come down to wins, it could come down to second place. It's been this close this championship season, but Rara, he's no longer looking at the mids, he's looking ahead, he's looking for P4, he's looking to put a car between him and Caillou. That car will unfortunately be Fraser, whose tires are gone, but we've seen Fraser does not care. He will defend with all his might, as Damon's almost in the second. Has he got it? I don't think so. I think it was just out of the second. He was just outside the second. But he's in it again. He's in it again. Yellow flag. There's been an incident at the back. We're not going to focus on it. It's too late for safety cars. It's too late for interventions. It's all right now. As I think once again, Frankish just is able to pull out of it. But Fraser and Rara going wheel to wheel. Very tight, but Rara has that P4 by the looks of it. Fraser's going to fight it though. He wants the P4. He's going to go down the inside. He's fine for it. But Rara goes round the outside and gets the P4. Puts a car between him and Caillou. They both have DRS, but Fraser's going to fight this. He wants the P4. It's going to be potentially 3 wide round the outside. Can Fraser get it very tight? Bit of wheel rubbing. Caillou may say thank you very much. Fraser looks at that P4 back, but Rara's going to have the inside line. He's going to throw it into the inside turn 4. He does. Fraser goes off the track. Fraser's not going to be happy about that. Is there going to be anything said about that? Rara's got ahead of Fraser, but will there be any serious inquiries over that? We will see later on. But Caillou, he's focused on what's happening on track. He's going to look to get ahead of Fraser. But Fraser, he's just defending with everything he has. Caillou desperately wants to get ahead of Fraser. It's all right now people caring about what's happening on the track. Astros cut the chicane there, misses breaking point. But looks like right now Frankish has done enough. He's one more lap to go. We're focused on this battle. This is a focus on the championship right now. There's going to be questions afterwards for that move Rara pulled on Fraser. Rara forced Fraser off the track there. We will see, but Fraser, he's looking to get this P4 on track. He's not going to wait for Stuart Sakura. He's going to go down the inside of Rara. But he's hit the wall, I think. He's hit the inside wall. I believe he may have clipped the inside wall onto the last lap of this Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Larper's got ahead of Damien. Hughes just breezed past both. Breezed past both, and Rara wants to get beat a bit aggressive, but Hughes looking to get the inside. They've locking wheels. Fraser costs Garrett. Astro might go down the inside of Fraser. Fraser's off the track here, but keeps it. I think Oscar's crunched the wall there. There was someone stepping on the wall now, but Kai's up to P4. Larpa's got ahead of Damien. Damien's going to be begging him to give him the position. Does Larpa know the situation from Damien? Larpa's only new to the league. He might not know the championship situation. Of course, he is not Damien's teammate anyway. He does not really. There's no major obligation anyway. We're coming down to the last chances between Rara and Caillou for this on-track battle. Frankie seems to have done enough. He just has one more corner to navigate. But it could be a drag race between Caillou and Rara. We're going to stay on board right now between them. P2 and P3 in the championship, fighting for P4 and P5. But when it's all said and done, it could be crucial. Frankish, he's going to be the first driver this season to convert a pole to a win. Frankish wins it. Larpa is going to take P2 from David. It's a drag race to the line. Who's going to take it? Caillou takes P4 from Rara. Fraser in P6. Carl Scarra P7, Astro P9. Hazara, the championship leader, will no longer get to call himself that anymore. He will take P9, and Max Power will take the final point unless Coolman does something about it. But it's going to be Max Power who takes it on the line from Coolman. Giovanni will complete it with P12. Oh Lord. Caillou takes drive of the day. Personally, I have to give it to Fraser with that defense. Frankish also has been impressive, but Fraser's defense was incredible. Championship wise, once I get the full order, but there is Frankish, the first man this season to convert his pole position to a win. And it was not simple at all. Double Aston Martin podium, but you have to question whether or not it's in the right order. Damien though will bring himself back into the championship fight, but he could have brought much closer. But Frankish wins from Larpa. Damien takes P3, Caillou takes P4 and the championship leads. Rara P5, Fraser P6, Kalskara P7, Astro P8, Hazara P9. Max Farrell will get 2 points due to his fast lap. In Giovanni 12, we lost Roddy, Maliat Peas, Likitu, Smalley Balls, Andrero and Gridlick from this race. Actually, wasn't a lot of corner code now. Actually, surprised on that. But championship wise, I will quickly try and figure it out. But it's Caillou who leads the championship from Hazara, I believe, still. Hazara still ahead. So next week, I'm actually going to check the calendar because I can never remember. But next week we are in Mexico. Hopefully I'll have J. Cole with me. But become that we are truly in the final stagings. It is close. And it's not comfortable. And as we've seen tonight, it's going to come down to the wire. It's still loads of people's games. But until then, thank you for watching. And we will see you next week.